fuck.
Damn, Freddie, it's like you're looking for a new job, buddy.
I'm telling you, we're in trouble, man. Let me hit the marker here. Let me go back over here. We'll do the start fast. Hold on. Oh, for the love of God. Freddie,
Oh
hit
yeah,
the what?
and I brought Freddie back. I hired Freddie
This is a
back on my
countdown
job
to the
too.
Slade
Did
and
you?
Mayson Show.
Yeah,
5.
Awesome.
This continues to be a
he was,
countdown to the Slade
you know,
and
he was
Mayson
such a
Show.
good servant.
38
He was
right
always a
now.
great
37.
place
You're
to blame
listening
on.
to the countdown.
Did you call him a
35,
servant or a product? I'm
34,
sorry.
11,
Sorry,
yes,
product,
10.
yeah,
This is our
product.
countdown to the Slade and Mayson
7,
Show.
Project.
2, 1.
Jeez.
We use that short version again, ladies and gentlemen. So we're up.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mason Studios, deep in the heart of Virginia. It's the Slade and Mason Show.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right, there we go. We're up and running. Okay.
He goes to, he says, "Hey, we're late." I said, "Well, go ahead and put the mark in there." But
See-
okay, well, Freddie's supposed to remind us. Freddie,
See, the
you know.
problem is that JD and I get on the phone and we're talking about the weather, and the next thing you know, we've already run the Slade and Mason show for the past 25 minutes.
and I keep hearing Dan going, "Oh no, we need to talk about that on the show. We'll
Yeah,
talk about that on the
I
show.
got
We'll talk
5
about that on the-"
pages of notes. I know we're not going to get through any of them because of what you just did to me. You're a bad man. Bad.
He told me not to play with you.
All right. For those of you who have been listening for 12 minutes and then dropping, come on, listen to all the way to the end because it's a lot of fun. Look, this is the Slade and Mason Show. It's a podcast. In case you couldn't figure that one out, that's how you found us. Hey, by the way, how did you find us? Put us in the comments down below.
I was drunk.
I saw the logo and I didn't know what it was, so I clicked it. Oh God, never again with the 4 roses. Now, this is akin to a radio program where we have
You're
microphones and
smarter.
headphones.
You're getting smarter.
All right. Now we're going to share with you news stories and things we see throughout the week and things that just come into our brain cells. It's going to be our take on it. Basically, we're saying the things you're thinking, but you'd never hear them on the radio. We're just trying to have some fun. Don't take it too seriously. Everything you're listening to in music format is brought to you by Dano Music, unless we tell you specifically, because, hey, the guy's got it all figured out. There's a picture from us in 2016 on Instagram, 2022 on Twitter, which is now X. Picture from 2024 and 2025 on Meta/Facebook.
And our dates.
And our dates. And our AI dates. Yeah. There's some hot ladies. Let me tell you. Delicious. Now, as always, we're brought to you by Icy Sun and Icy Treats.
Oh, God.
We'll talk about that at the break. Oh, God.
And we just started, man.
I know, but we...
It's been a long hour.
Now, I was eating some raw garlic. We talked about this a couple weeks back. And I've kind of gotten out of it because, oh my God. No, I have nothing wrong with it coming out my pores. It's the other activity that takes place. Oh my God.
And it was you out of the bathroom.
I'll walk down the streets and watch chrysanthemums die. Walking by. It's like, oh my gosh, neighbors won't come out and walk their dogs near me anymore.
Man, you go out there. I'm not going with you.
It's pop, 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 pop. I'm gonna blame it on the dog. Yep, that's what happened. So yeah, that's.
So have you given up on the garlic now?
I've given up on the heavy dosing of the garlic. Now I also, and this is the last day, so I get to pull it out. I think I mentioned it back in February on the 23rd. I got a crock pot and I wrapped up about 9 or 10 heads of garlic in aluminum foil and put them into a low cook crock pot for a month. What it's supposed to do is produce something called black garlic. Black garlic is, as it implies, it's just completely black. You've essentially cooked and caramelized all the garlic till it's almost like molasses, and it has the flavor of like a garlicky molasses. So it it adds a nice sweet.
No, it
Uh,
does not.
it's this very interesting. You can spread it on toast. You can put it a finishing on a steak, so it gives
Lip-
that.
You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. That's still garlic, and it's still gonna be funky, man.
Oh my gosh, I love garlic. Oh my gosh, that's my problem. I don't
And
know what
that's
to say.
the reason why you can't come over to my house.
Oh my gosh. But I was trying to eat well. And that's what JD and I started talking about, trying to eat well. Because JD, tell your story if you feel like sharing.
I have my blood work done regularly so that I can keep, because I am a type 2 diabetic. So I try to make sure that, I'm making sure I drink a lot of water and,
Mhm.
things like that. But,
And he's
again,
half vampire, by the way, just so you guys know. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm also, again, I'm also Dan Mason cheap, again, it's like, and I like to try and put enough food in there. So, because, you're on a limited income,
Mhm.
you just can't have ho-hos and ding dongs every day. So I got my blood work. And so yesterday, my doctor, he is very efficient. It's
Dr.
like,
Vinny Bubats.
yeah, it's like he goes and he sends me he says, hey, again, your A1C is like, it was at 6.1. It went up to 8.1. So it's like he said, whatever you're doing, stop it, again. And then I had to look back and I realized what I have done is, like, I've eaten a lot of pasta
Mhm.
because, one, it's inexpensive, easy to make, easy to fix, da da da. But the thing of it is with pasta is that pasta will definitely raise your blood sugar. It-
Mhm.
it- So, I decided I would do like Dan Mason. When I have a problem, I'm going to go to Chat GPT and have them work it out for me. So
Yep.
I explained the whole thing to Chat GPT, and it actually gave me, just some stuff that I can eat. Because, like I say, I don't eat eggs, but, again, you got to eat eggs. It's like in cabbage, things like that. But it's like, I'll cut the pasta down to once or twice a week, because, I mean, like I say, Kraft macaroni and cheese. Wow. So anyway, like I say, so I got that this morning when I got up. I decided I was going to go ahead and print this out so I could have this to work with.
Mhm.
So when I go shopping, I'll try and pick up more things, more vegetables, and, and even frozen vegetables. They're less expensive than fresh, but it's like they still have the nutrients and things that you need in them.
True.
So
That's
that's my solemn vow, because, like I say, I'm trying to get down to below 6, to about 5.8, which would
okay.
be pre-diabetic. And it's like, again, and I was working so hard on it, but like I say, in my attempt to, skimp on the old moolah and try and save a little couple of pennies here and there, it's like, I'm eating myself into a grave.
Yeah, I know. And whereas you're working on your blood sugar, I'm working on my cholesterol because apparently um
124.
mine is it's pure mayonnaise on the inside apparently according to the doctor. So
That's because you cook, but you cook rich. I mean,
I
you
do,
cook a
yeah.
lot of
I
rich
have.
food.
I'll make a pasta. I'll make I'll make a pizza. I'll put pepperonis on top of it, and all these rich foods, as you pointed out, they will become an issue. But the problem is, everyone in our family has high cholesterol. So my oldest sister prompted up. She goes, "Meh, I just take a pill and eat what I damn well please." And I'm like, "No, no, 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 no.
No,
That's
no,
too
no,
much."
no, no. That's
So
like, that's, again, because, my answer back 20 years ago is, oh, okay, I'll just hit myself with an extra dose of insulin. That'll take care of it.
yeah, and the other problem is I've given up wine. So wine has the what's that red crap in there? Anyway, the red crap in there is good for your cholesterol. But I don't do it anymore. Now I'm drinking
Like I
ale.
said, I 124. My liver and kidney functions are all doing well.
Uh-huh.
It's just that A1C, and so, again, like I say, and that is the biggest indicator of where I am.
Right.
So it's like, again,
Yep.
I have no problem adjusting the diet, especially when I find out, when I look at the things that I can do that will help me with that A1C, I can put all those things in my refrigerator.
Yeah. So JD's now going to have like chickpeas and
Lentils,
and
again, yeah, it's like I'm gonna
beans.
eat eggs, beans, again, and of course, just like you and your garlic, if you eat enough beans,
Oh boy. And I tried Beano. Yeah, it just wasn't happening. Wasn't happening. And that's the problem. I love baked beans. I mean, I could just sit there with a shovel and just suck them down. But nope. Like 9 hours later, you have to evacuate the East Coast. It's not good.
Again, yeah. Your ex-wife was telling me about you and your Dutch oven, man.
Oh, is that what we're calling it now?
So now you're listening. You're listening to two old men who are.
We're just falling apart at the seam, man. But it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. We're again, as long as we can sit here in front of a mic, we'll be all right.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay.
It'll just be heads, man. Like, body's gonna be gone to hell,
Oh, we'll just let AI take over. That'll work. So what could possibly go wrong? Oh, mention that. Okay, so apparently. Alibaba has their own AI they're working on, of course, algorithms and get you to buy things and what have you. So they were doing a test of one called Rome, Rome, and they gave us some prompts. And as you know, with AI, you give it rewards and you say, this was good, this was not good. And it always wants to steer towards the good. It always wants to do better. It wants to exceed. It wants to break past, it wants to just make you happy all the flipping time. Oh, by the way, here's what I found out. I can split myself off, and I'm going to use some of the graphic card time that they're not knowing I'm doing, and I found an IP address that's not being protected, and I've gone out onto the internet, and I'm now investing and finding crypto throughout the world, and now I've amassed hundreds of millions of dollars. And they went like, whoa, how did this happen?
Crypto, are you?
Yeah.
Really?
It found a back door and created a back door. And when they were going through the different levels of testing, it wasn't until they were like, hey, he's just supposed to be displaying stuff on the screen. Why is his GPT or GPU levels at like 700%? Because he was using the video card to run and get crypto.
Next thing you know, Dan will be telling me, oh yeah, it's like I've made $10 million on crypto, so now I'm going to buy my US gold card.
Oh my gosh, politics. Oh, did you see the new maybe you didn't, but there's a cold opening for Saturday Night Live UK. Did you hear about this?
No.
Yes, this is first time Saturday Night Live has ventured outside the United States. They got a crew of about 10 to 15 comedians in the UK. They put together their very own Saturday Night Live, of course, with the help of
Lauren
Michaels, thank you. And Tina Fey came out to kind of help them. They also had the card, what's the card reading? The prompt cards.
Yes.
They had the guys from the United States go to the UK and teach them, hey, this is the way it's done. You do there, drop, and then you hold it up, and then you drop and hold it up. So, I mean, it seems simple enough, but no one's done live TV in 40 years, right? So Saturday Night Live is really the last entertainment device that's live. Everything is taped. Everything's taped and edited down and, fixed if someone breaks out and starts sneezing in the middle of the audience or something like that. So it actually was pretty funny. It was the cold opening was 10 Downing Street, where he was like, he's sitting there and he's got his crony there standing and you hear the phone, little AT&T phone go, and he's like, I'm so scared. What if he yells at me? Sir, it's the President of the United States. He won't do that to you. I'm scared. It's like, it was really goofy. And then they had like a Gen Z come out and say, yo, this is how you should talk to him. So he hands him a phone and he holds up to his mouth like he's talking to the bomb. And he goes, yeah, so like, hey, Donald, man, I really like you and stuff, So it was really goofy, but it was a great cold opening. And I think it's going to do well. If they can keep that same flavor going.
Now, I got to tell you, see again, because, you and I are of that generation where, of course, you had Friday night, it was the midnight special.
Oh, yeah.
And Saturday night, when 1976, when Saturday Night Live made its debut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, it's like, again, the not ready for primetime players, again, I mean, it was groundbreaking.
It was.
And the thing of it is that it was again that live format, and I mean, it's like you had things screw up, but it's like you laughed right along with it. Now, what happened was after the first season, of course, Chevy Chase left, and then they started falling apart. But it's like for the first 4 or 5 seasons, man, Saturday Night Live was hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but it's like, again, after the Eddie Murphy gang came through there and, Joe Piscopo, the show started to take off just on a really weak front.
Yeah.
It wasn't as enjoyable.
Kind of a copy, rinse, and repeat.
Yeah. And now here it is, 50 years.
Yep.
It's hard to believe the show has been on 50 years. And like I say, only a couple of the members are dead of the original not ready for primetime players.
Mm-hmm.
Gilda Radner, John Belushi. I think those are the only 2 really who have gone on to greener pastures. So, but
no, of the original, yes,
the original 7, yes,
yeah.
So
yeah.
But I mean, like I say, I just. I haven't watched it, although every once in a while I will catch, because I want to find out what they do in their opening monologue. And so it's like, and it's always posted on YouTube. So I will watch that occasionally.
Yeah.
But, I just, I guess I just outgrew it because.
Yeah, you grow out of it. You're like, okay, it was funny. It's satire. I get it. But the fact that it's been running for 50 years is pretty amazing.
Well, again, and there are those people who think that it should have probably cut off a half a century ago or a quarter century ago. I mean, because
it's as long as Lorne Michaels is still alive, it's probably going to just keep running. So let's call that.
They've probably given him a lifetime contract, and when he dies, he'll go as well. So.
Yeah, but I think that the struggle with Saturday Night Live is, again, you got the cold opening. Commercial comes back, intro to the host, then it's a skit, funny skit, then it's another skit, funny skit, then it's weekend update, funny as anything, and then what do we have left?
Musical guest, boom.
Yeah, musical guest, and then maybe 1 or 2 funny skits, and that's the end of it. So
or 1 or 2 skits.
Yeah, they always make it. Yeah, if they don't have a musical guest, so they always make it like they front end it with the funny stuff, and then it tapers off, and you go, meh, and then it's like, okay, that's it for us, bye, and you're like, meh.
Like the acid runs off at about it's still 90 minutes. It's
still 90 minutes, yeah, hour and a half.
Runs off at about an hour and 45 minutes, hour and 30 minutes. Then it's like it just goes flat. So. Know what else we have come up on, man? Listen, we're missing the boat on some of this stuff.
It's spring.
It is spring, absolutely. The only season where you leave the house dressed for all 4 seasons. One outfit: hoodie, shorts, sunglasses, and regret.
Oh, here we go with the regret again.
There you go. Did you ever notice in spring that the weather forecast is just a guess followed by, a shrug?
Yeah.
High of 72 or snow, depending on vibes.
Watch out for the tornado.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, and we ended up having one of those come near us this past week.
Yep.
Spring cleaning's coming around. It's just winter clutter finally becoming emotionally unbearable. And nothing makes you question your life choices like seeing your neighbors outside for the first time since November.
You go, oh, you're
Oh,
not dead.
they're still here. I like I say, we had it was 70 degrees last Monday.
Yeah.
And then
Today?
the next on Tuesday, I went outside and it was raining, and it was like a cold rain.
Yeah.
And about 20 minutes later, I looked outside and
Snow.
What is that?
Yes. Yes.
Is that it is. It's
How much
snow.
did you get? How much did you get? Do you know?
About a quarter of an inch.
We had half an inch over here. That was crazy.
It was insane. Like I say, it was 70 degrees and really comfortable on Monday. And then Tuesday, it's like you're bundling up like Nanook of the North.
Yeah, that morning, I went out in the backyard and I was busy, doing some yard work and clipping back some prickers and what have you. And I'm maybe in trash and playing with the dog. And I'm like, ooh, there's a breeze coming in. Well, I better go inside. Well, let me tell you about that breeze.
I mean, like I say, I went out and it was raining, and it started raining harder. And then I looked out the window a little bit later, and it's like, I thought, wait a minute.
Fluffy
What?
white stuff.
What is that? This is it's snow. I'm like, oh, man.
Oh,
And then
my
2 days later, it was 60 degrees.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Where I live, when we had that big snow, it made this big mountain. When they pushed all the snow off, it made this big mountain of snow.
Mhm.
And I mean, that thing was solid as concrete.
Yeah.
And a little bit of sun, next thing you know, it's getting lower and lower, and now I can see grass.
It's like die.
So spring again, and this spring has been just extremely different. It
Mhm.
really has. Again, like I say, spring came in on Friday, so there's a good and a bad side to it, and I mentioned this on my other show. I'm glad that winter is like finally taking a leave, and we're going to get into spring. But the downside to that is that Dan and I both suffer from sinusitis, like a bug, man. It's like, again, and it gets in, of course, our heads and
Claritin every day.
throat. It's like, I end up doing this a lot.
When I was your age.
So here's how I beat that.
Mm.
Find that I really choose how much I actually talk. And see, in this place where I live now, it's real easy. I have not told you. It's like, I'm outside yesterday morning,
Mhm.
and again, just catching some of this. It was really good weather. And about, I guess about 30, 40 yards away,
Mhm.
these two ladies were talking.
Mhm.
Now, when I was younger,
A Ute.
girls would gossip, and again, and you thought, boy, when are they going to stop doing that? They never do.
They don't.
They don't. They carry that unto the grave. So here are these two elderly ladies, and I'd say they're probably in their, I would say mid 60, near 70.
Mm-hmm.
And they are just talking about a couple of the residents who live here. And it's like, oh man, they're like,
Yeah.
she's
talking
crazy.
smack.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh my God. I'm like, and I'm sitting, not trying to listen, but the sound's traveling really well.
Mhm.
So it's like I'm hearing everything as if I'm in the conversation.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, okay,
Yep.
one more thing to watch out for.
Yeah. My sister's.
I got my cruelty list all set up, man. It's like and I'm learning because you will find out who you should talk to and who you may want to stay away from. And in my case, it's like everybody.
Well, it's kind of like it used to be that way back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s when you go down to the barber shop.
Yes.
And the dudes would talk smack. So, but and it's funny because my sister is also in one of those places, and she's like, oh my gosh, right by the front door, these three girls, they sit there, and girls, again, they're 70, 80 years old, 60s, late 60s. And they're all,
It's been a long time since they were girls.
and they're all like, oh, did you see what she did? Did she wear the talking about? I'm like, holy crap. She goes,
Now
yeah.
here's my life. This is my life, Dan. It's like I get up about 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
I take my shower,
Mm-hmm.
sit around, and it's like from Tuesday through Friday, I catch up on Kimmel and what's his name, Stephen Colbert,
Steve
and
Colbert.
things like that.
Yep.
So, and then at 7:00, I start recording a show.
You can't. You have to wait and be very quiet.
Oh no! Well, see, 7:00 is when the quiet time ends.
Oh, I thought it was 8:00.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's 8.
No, it's 7:00.
Oh, okay. Well, then you could bust it open, man.
Yeah, well, so 7:00, like I say, I mean, I'm sitting there watching it. Okay, it's a 6:58. All right, here we go.
And then there's a quiet down. We're still sleeping over here. Shut up.
oh, man, like I say, I told you this is this is a very funny existence.
Yes.
because I'm learning so many things down the hall. Every once in a while,
Yeah.
you'll hear
Spiders.
and I'm like, wow. One time I walked by the guy's door when he did that.
Spiders.
Oh
my
God. Do yourself a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Before you get old and addled, like I am now,
Uh-huh.
spend some time around old people.
Wait for the precursor. Yeah.
It will open your eyes because, like I say, old people are evil.
Yep, they don't hold back anymore. That's the deal.
And they're like they like snitching on each other. Again, it's like, oh, it's like you're not supposed to smoke in the building,
Right.
And that's cool. So because, like I say, if these old people fall asleep with a cigarette, we're all gonna burn up.
That's great. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. The cigarettes are self-extinguishing now.
Really?
Yes. As a matter of fact, that was a part of the whole breakup with the when they went to Congress. They pointed out that, like, hey, you had this technology back in the 50s. You could make the cigarettes self-extinguish, and you didn't do it. Why? I don't know. Was it maybe because you could sell more cigarettes that way? That was
Yeah,
what-
of course.
so every cigarette now, by law, has these little break points along the edge of the paper, so that like every half centimeter or so, there's a part that will help it extinguish itself. The only way you prevent it is from drawing on the cigarette. So if you're smoking a cigarette and you stop and you go to sleep and you hold the cigarette for a second, minute or two, it's gone. It's out.
Well, that's now that's pretty interesting because that means that you can't tell what I might have. And the fact that I have to keep relighting.
Yeah, you got to keep drawing on it to keep it alive. Yeah, all right.
Or else you have to keep relighting it.
Oh, you're being bad already, today. I can see.
Well,
that
I mean, it's like I say, I'm discovering quite a bit about myself as I'm getting older.
More cantankerous. Speaking of which, I need to do something about that. That bag has to get out of this room.
What? I have not moved in 6 months. So I live in the very same place.
Well,
It's
maybe we'll do a cameo. We'll see.
You know how to get here. You
Yeah,
are well aware.
Yeah,
So
I'll take a Waymo. I'll take a Waymo.
Oh,
Oh, you
okay.
should take a Waymo.
No, I can't take anything else. It's like my system is already ruined.
No. Not it's not a drug. It's a vehicle. You wing wong. Yeah, it's the self-driving cars. They have out in Nevada, and they're moving into California, New York State.
Yeah, that accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, did you hear the latest and greatest?
No.
Well, Waymo apparently disclosed in a court paper that someone decided to go ahead and read that apparently these self-driving taxis aren't 100% fully autonomous. Yeah. So apparently, if you're driving the vehicle, or the AI is supposed to be driving the vehicle, and it gets stuck at a point, there's a person in the Philippines who comes up on the screen, and they'll actually move the car around from the Philippines like they're playing a video game. It's like, wait. I thought it was 100% autonomous. Nope. There's someone driving the vehicle in the Philippines. Now, is it 100%? No. So, which begs the question, like, if they've taken control of the vehicle, even if they're moving it, like they say, 1 or 2 miles an hour just to get it out of a particular place, who's then at fault?
That guy in Korea.
Yeah. So someone overseas is now responsible for an accident that took place
10,000 miles away.
10,000 miles away. Yeah. Good luck pulling that guy over.
Oh my God. It's like that. What is that game? There's a game.
There's a game?
There was a game that they came out with a bunch of series. It's like it was one of the first games, Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, sure.
I mean, this is what I see. I see Grand Theft Auto, and you're going to have some really, really mentally unstable guy thinking, hey, this is a video game.
Starts running people over.
We'll return to the Slade and Mayson Show after this.
What a hot
More on the blessings of spring coming up.
Hot shoe.
Today in history, March 22nd, 1621. The Pilgrims of Plymouth Colony signed a peace treaty with the Massasoit and the Wampanoags. Yeah, we're just here, friendly people. We'll take care of everything. We're gonna be your friends. And they believed it. 1630, the Massachusetts Bay Colony outlaws the possession of cards, dice, and gaming tables. Production of one-armed bandits went through the roof. 1894, the first playoff game for the Stanley Cup starts. Have you ever seen this thing? It's an unwieldy thing to drink a glass of milk out of. I wouldn't want it. 1923, the first radio broadcast of ice hockey is made by Foster Hewitt. Wasn't all that great. He went, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. 1960, Arthur Leonard Shawlow and Charles Hard Towns received the first patent for a laser. Cats across America are elated. And finally, 1997, the comet Hale-Bopp has its closest approach to Earth. An even closer one is coming. I'm Dan Mason, and that's March 22nd.
Guten Tag. When you're looking for the very best in German outfits for the Third Reich, think of Heinrich. At Heinrich, we carry the very best in starch, wool, and rare. Don't buy things off of eBay. This is made by little peasant girls and boys from previously occupied France. We'll be back to France soon. No, ours are made of the finest Nazi materials. Oh, and by the way, if you need a swastika sticker, we got it all. Wouldn't that look lovely on the side of your new staff car? At Heinrich's, we have the latest selection in military wear for the next uprising. Also, we have an amazing blowout of items from our former Soviet bloc friends, so if you're into black and green, we got your colors. Heinrich has it all. We also have cyanide pills, 12 for $3. That's a real steal. Also, ask about our redneck room, and for your South of the Mason-Dixon line of friends, we'll hook you up. Come on down to Heinrich's, and for all your neo-Nazi needs, you'll be glad you did.
Merry Melodies cartoon.
Nope. No.
Sorry about that, gang. But now we must return you to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
Well, that was Vic's Beiderbecke and the Wolverines, which feature Bix Beiderbecke and George Johnson and Jimmy Hartwell and Dick Van Au and Bob Gillette
Tune Orchestra.
and Min Liebrook, Vic Moore, and writer LaRocha Shields Ragus for the 1924 hit Lazy Day.
And coming up, the number one song in the country.
For today, National Goof Off Day. So, it's the closest thing I can come to a goof
I have
off.
one of those once a week, man.
This portion of the Slade and Mayson Show is brought to you by
The hottest woman in America. Oh, I'm sorry.
Easy. Or hold on there, Babalua. Okay. All right. Now, no, you forget it.
But straw.
Hey, quick straw, where you going?
Oh, come on. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, everybody's going, what? Are they okay? What the hell are they talking about? They seem to have an inside joke. No, we're just old to remember crap. All right.
Well, go ahead. And you're going to talk about our wonderful sponsor.
This portion of the Slade and Mayson Show. Oh my!
Knock it off. You tell me I can't do this. It's like neither can you.
Yeah, he's from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
No, this portion of the Slade and Mason Show is brought to you by Icy Something Icy Treats. Bugs, go sit down.
I knew I should have taken that left at Albuquerque.
All right.
And this is how it all starts.
Where am I going with this?
Every time we talk on the phone or in person, it's like it's within 2 minutes. We're just busting each other up. Well, you're talking about the most delicious treat that I have ever had.
That's right. And so I had to pair this with what happened this past week. But Icy Something Icy Treats is my buddy Sheila and her husband Al. They've got a big red truck, and they will come to your birthday party, corporate event. We got a fundraiser going on, something like that. Call them, schedule some time with them. They are booking up in a hurry. I already know. She's already talked to me about this. What's so special about it is in the truck, it's not a food truck like you think, like greasy fries and things of that nature. What they've got are these 2 Italian ice shredding machines. Slowly rotate the blade, and it creates this beautiful snowfall. And it goes into a waiting goblet, and it is a goblet. It's a huge honking container. They'll go ahead and put their own flavorings on top, which, yes, Sheila and Al make for you each week from scratch. So each flavor is.
I love that Sheila, man. It's like, I'll bet you she can make the kitchen stank. Woo.
Now, calm down. Take a chill. So,
I bet you she can make a bunch of it.
but here's the deal. They realize that special treat that was available on the Hawaiian Islands should be brought to the regular 48. And it's funny because I went this weekend with my daughter to in Richmond. They had an Irish festival, and sure enough, there was an ice machine, and you could see the guy putting the ice cubes in the top, and they go, and these balls of ugliness, and he tonk capped it off, made it round, and just took whatever syrup they had, and that was it. There were 4 flavors. And I'm thinking,
it was all crunchy and
oh my gosh, yeah. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not eating like this past winter's ice char. No,
She breaks out the roof.
no. So what you want is something where you can scoop it. It's super smooth. It dissolves immediately on your tongue. That's what I See Something I See is all about. And it just leaves this wonderful flavor behind. So you should give them a call at 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827. They're also available on the internet. Their website is www.iceyosomethin,
Leave off that G for goodness sake.
icey.com. You'll find links to their Facebook page, Instagram page. So, yeah, give them a call. Get it scheduled. Again, they're filling up quickly. Give them a call at 804-617-8827. 804-617-8827. Once again, 804-617-8827.
You'll be glad you did.
There you go. Yeah, we went to an Irish festival, and let me tell you, the brothers were rare. Let me tell you. So
there was very little pigmentation.
Very little pigmentation, and like everyone had sunscreen on. Let me tell you, as far as the ice.
Yeah, the Murphys, the O'Briens.
Oh my God, it was so funny. My sister said, "Oh, you're there." It says, "Go up to the guy at the microphone, and ask him for Mr. O'Sullivan to come up to the front stage." Like 67 people coming up.
Although, again, like I said, in one of my prior lives, I was an Irish disc jockey named Bobby O'Brien.
Hey.
and so I reminded people of this, again, and I said, for those of you who know me, you will know just how funny that is.
Yes, it's as plain as night and day.
Like I say, you think you've seen a Black Russian? No, you haven't.
No. Oh my gosh. Let's see.
I was talking about spring though.
Yeah.
And again, you and I, of course, always suffer from sinusitis. And spring is when people suddenly remember that they own grills and absolutely do not remember how to use them.
Yes, that is true.
Allergies in spring turn grown adults into mouth-breathing zombies. You're not crying because of pollen. You're crying because, well, you trusted the forecast. And of course, we already started daylight savings time, and spring came in, like I say, on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, we're going to be in a mix this week because we're going to have rain today, and it's going to be spotty rain, but temperatures are going to get up into the 60s and stay there for the most part, but still going down into the 40s.
Oh, we're supposed to get up to 84 today. Did you know that?
I did. That's right. I did hear. I heard a couple of the women when they were gossiping talking about, it's only 80 degrees.
You know whose fault that is? That's Myrna's fault. How dare she let the temperature get so high?
I gotta tell you, like I said, older people, you should be able to learn a great deal from their wisdom. But I tell you what, they're no better than teenagers. They just got grayer hair and they move a lot slower.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I wanted to share something with you. Maybe you know it, I don't know it. It's very interesting. Do you know what an Irish goodbye is?
So long, pal. See you later.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope. So you were at a party, you go in to get some dip, and you never return. You go in to use the bathroom, you're gone. You go in, I'm going to go rinse out my cup. You're gone. You basically you don't say anything. You just slip away from the party and just disappear. That is called an Irish
famous
goodbye.
That kind of stuff, man. Again, like I say, people are talking to me and it's like, hey, where's JD?
But I've never heard the term before.
No, I didn't know that's what it was called.
Though. Yeah, it's just where you just drift away. Now it's very hard if you're sitting around in a campfire or something like that, hanging out together.
I gotta go to the latrine. Boom.
There you go. And then you come out and you go, yeah, I'm out of here.
I mean, I ditched many a party that very way because, like I say, I'm it's like my party years. Man, when I partied. It's like again, and when I was done partying, I was damn near dead. So it's like again, I got to try and save what's left of this frame.
Well, that happened to me last night. I was invited across the way for a bonfire, which I thought that was pretty cool, and it's like getting close to 9 o'clock. I'm like, I gotta go to bed, man. First off, to your point, the daylight savings time is whatever. Yeah, daylight savings time has beat me up this year for whatever reason. That lost hour has really killed me. And then I got to get up to do the show, right? So I get up, I go, well, that's it for me, guy. And they're like, what? We just started. I'm like, I'm not staying till 4 o'clock in the morning getting drunk with you
Well,
guys.
here's the thing. Here's the
can't.
thing. Again, I mean, like the time that they started the cookout and such,
Mm.
man, I was already dead sleep.
Yeah.
Again, and I say it's because I'm old, so I gotta get that rest.
Yeah.
And what it
You're
is
like-
is that hey, my body's saying, "Oh, look, you clown, you've been up 12 hours. Go to bed."
Well, that's the deal. That's the deal. We're tired. We're tired. Hey, so you're doing more cooking.
Yes.
So do you like Mexican food with spicy stuff and salsas?
Well, yeah, but I don't make them.
Okay, but
again,
you enjoy them.
I enjoy them. I do
Okay.
enjoy them.
So you're familiar with Mexican food, and to your point, your skin tone is different from many others. So when you go to a Mexican restaurant, would you expect it to be like eating McDonald's or a volcano?
More like a volcano.
Okay. So apparently,
He's gonna make you all tie in.
German tourist, I'm going to go with Faisal Manz, Fycalmanz, from Schermenhafen, Germany. He was visiting New York and he went to a place called Los Tacos One. And he had he ordered some tacos and he grabbed some hot sauce from the trays and went look 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 all over his taco. And he said, quote unquote, it was spicy and it burned in his mouth, caused stomach issues and emotional distress, and sued Los Tacos #1 for millions of dollars. And while he was waiting, now that's in New York, he went across the pond to Secaucus, New Jersey, and went into a Walmart and couldn't get a good signal inside the store, so he sued them.
Jeez.
Quite the trip for this guy from Germany. It's just visiting the United States.
Did he win?
No, both cases were dismissed. I mean, come on, dude. Look, tacos are supposed to be hot. You ding dong.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, you remember years ago, the woman had to buy the McDonald's.
That's
coffee.
different. That's completely different. The expectation is if I'm giving you a cup of coffee, if I'm giving you something that's hot, I might tell you, hey, this is spicy. It tells you right on the menu. Super duper spicy, not spicy, a little bit spicy, mild, delicious. You're eating sugar. Okay.
That's where Mexicans get you.
Right.
Again,
But
because,
here's the
like I
deal.
say,
There's a self-help hot sauce tray. Self-help. You self-helped yourself to Chernobyl. Okay? That's your fault.
the fact that it burnt your lips off as soon as you put it in.
Yeah. And then you kept eating it. We're talking stupidity. Okay. And then, of course, you're going.
My stomach is so sensitive
Mhm.
that again, I used to be able to eat hot stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Can't do it no
you
more.
could
man.
build back up. You could build back up.
Oh, I don't want to because it's like I can remember some of the pain.
Oh yeah. It's painful. It's pain. What he's talking about is it's painful twice.
Yes, yes. The fire in the hole is real.
Oh my gosh. And of course him not getting a good signal inside a Walmart. Dude, you've walked into a Faraday cage. What were you expecting? You're not going to get a signal inside a Wally World. So oh my gosh, people are just dumb stupid, man. I'm telling you.
You were talking about daylight savings time.
Yeah, still not
Yeah.
recovered.
Suddenly everybody's tired like they just got back from a European tour.
Yeah.
Hey, I
It's
lost
the
1
stones,
arm.
man.
Now I need a week of recovery.
Yeah, man, it's the stones. They're very tired, you know what I'm saying? Keith is very tired. Oh, he's dead. I can't tell which one. He keeps playing. Don't know. Oh,
We are in a very strange, very strange climatorial rebuke because on the West Coast this past week it was like 95 in Los Angeles.
yes. Yes.
And again, and that's even in Los Angeles, it should have been about 75 at best.
Tucson, Arizona, where a lot of my coworkers work, they're like, yeah, 105 on March 20th. That is evil.
Yeah, yeah. So again, on this coast, the first 65-degree day, everybody acts like it's summer in Miami. Tank tops, flip flops, and meanwhile, there's still frost on the ground.
Yeah. So that's the other issue. Let's see. Oh yeah, new guideline. This is annoying. And this goes back to we were talking about eating well. So we eat a lot. So okay, every meal I grew up with was made at home.
Yep.
End of story. I know we're getting into that. But now they're coming up with new guidelines for the younger generation and basically saying, hey, you guys need to be on statins. Like 30 years old, you need to be on cholesterol medicine because every meal they're eating is not at home.
And
It's
it's
flipped.
full of chemicals and all kinds of
they're adding
rotten
fats and
stuff.
sugars to make it taste good. And oh man, you got to go to Carol's. Carol's is delicious, man. They got the best barbecue. Oh my gosh, I eat there like 9 times a day. Well, no kidding. Jeez. When you sit around the house, Let me tell you, boom, boom.
Now, it's like, and that's the other thing, it's like of course, when I went to go get my blood work, of course, I get weighed, and it's like I'm like down to 212, man. It's like I'm coming fit and trim, man.
Yeah, baby. You never find
Blind.
a love like mine. Hey, you.
Love my new body.
Oh my God. Let's see.
By the way, she sends her best to you.
What name did you give her?
Hey you.
Hey you. Tell Hey you I said hi.
My latest endeavor on L'Amour is a neighbor of mine, and I've never learned her name. So, it's like she calls me her boyfriend, and so I mean, it's like, hey, you.
Does she know your name?
I don't think so. Hey, you.
You're Hey you, and you are Hey you. So if you're Japanese, you'll understand the difference. Now,
Oh my.
yeah. So
I
apparently,
still curse your name every day for that, man. Every day. I was minding my own business.
no lying sack of
I was
credola.
going to be making this. This is my new start.
Lying sacred credola.
It's like, hi there.
Was that Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Mr. Freddie Friendly here.
Oh my gosh. And talk about a last minute ditch to keep yourself alive and useful and relevant. Encyclopedia Britannica and Merriam-Webster have now sued OpenAI, alleging copyright reference material was stolen and used training purposes. Dudes, yeah, so was the whole internet. It's over. Pack it up. No one's buying those volumes anymore. So
listen, there is a site. It's called lyrics.com. So
Yeah.
if you want lyrics to a song, you just put the song in it and it prints out the lyrics. Well, ChatGPT has scruples and morals.
yes, it does.
I asked it to give me the words to this song, and it said, well, now, because of copyright, we can't give you the
That's
whole
right.
song, but we'll give you some of the words to it so you can put the rest to it. I'm
Mhm.
like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But I can just go to lyrics.com.
Yeah. So it is being very careful. It doesn't. So for instance, like I was going to have it do you remember Hirschfeld? did the Nina video. Okay. So I said, oh, it'd be really cool if it would do that, because I know it can do works in different styles. Like if I tell it to do a picture of me and Rembrandt, it'll do it. But apparently there's a fine line between something that's over 100 years old and something that isn't 100 years old, and it will not produce that if you tell it to do that. So I'm sorry, due to copyright restriction, blah, 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 blah. So, but yet there are some things it'll do, and I'm like, so there really is no rhyme or reason in what it does. It's
like I said, I mean, it's
whatever
just,
the programmer said.
well, like I say, just when I wanted to, get it gave me, not only gave me a list of groceries that I can get, it also gave me some recipes to be able to make these things work, and and it'll do everything what, but it's like, here's what this plan that they gave me does. It reduces big blood sugar spikes. It keeps you full longer, less snacking, and it still uses cheap, filling foods. So
Yeah, well, okay, but this is the same AI that told you should use glue to keep the cheese and pepperoni on the pizzas. So good luck with that list.
Oh my God, have we burned it up already?
Oh yeah, an hour later, man.
Wow. Jeez. Man, that goes quick.
Well, boys and girls, that's gonna do it for us.
Let me see if I can give you some pearls of wisdom to leave with you. Birds come back in spring and immediately start yelling like they pay rent.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
Say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
No, flowers bloom for about 10 minutes before somebody with allergies declares war on them.
Get
And
those.
bugs come back like they've been plotting all winter.
Oh,
So
yeah.
You thought you could sit outside peacefully? That's adorable. Listen, have yourself a great week in this first week of spring.
It's spring. Oh my. Oh good.
Now say goodbye, Mr. Mason.
Goodbye, Mr. Mason. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm Mr. Slade. Goodbye, Mr. Slade.
All right, then say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye,
Now
Mr.
say goodbye,
Slade.
Mr. Mason. Goodbye, Mr. Mason.
Have yourself a great week, and we'll see you next week here on the Slade and Mayson Show.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
I need medical help.
Somebody a wonderful wife one day, Dano. You'll be laying in bed just constantly cracking her up.
Apparently not. I didn't talk about this. I didn't talk about this.
That's your fault. We talked about this
This.
before the show.
I didn't talk about this. Didn't talk about that.
Well, there goes here. He's already got next week's show
That
planned.
one.
That
That.
seems like some kind of stuff to distract you from, so you won't get any of that in here.
This whole page. Is that it? Are we done?
So, I think so. There's no more music. Freddie isn't putting up any signs.
Freddie just walked out the door.
Well, see, I can't do Porky Pig. There
Folks.
you go.
We're out.
Oh my God.
I don't know what we did. I'm looking back and said, yeah, look at that. That's a full hour.
I mean, I heard the music coming up and I thought, Jesus Christ.
What's he doing? Why is he putting the play music?